Oh, do we have a, okay, sheet? I'm going to use the handheld for the kids that are acting.
Shabbat Shalom. Gamar Chatima Tova. Shabbat Shalom, Sydney. Gamar Chatima Tova. Happy New Year, everybody. If I'm doing it, I don't want to do it. I liked it with like the back and forth with us. It's okay. There are many ways that we can say hello to one another today. It is Shabbat, so we can say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is the new year, 5785, so we can say Shana Tova to one another. Shana Tova. And there's a special way to greet people on Yom Kippur. You can kind of be fancy or you can be sort of not fancy. The fancy way is we say Gamar Chatima Tova. Let's try the fancy way first. Gamar Chatima Tova. Let's put it all together. Gamar Chatima Tova. If you don't feel like being fancy, you can greet people with Gamar Tov. Let's try that. Gamar Tov. Gamar Tov. Gamar Chatima Tova literally translates to, may you get a good seal. There's this idea that today, God in heaven has this big book of life and blessing and peace. And just like in the olden days when we used to take wax, and kings and queens used to melt the wax and use it on letters or important documents to seal it up with a special decorative seal to show that it was from that king or queen. That's the same idea, is that we want to be sealed for the good in this great big book in heaven. So I wish you a Gamar Tov. I hope you wish the same to me, Gamar Tov. I hope you are sealed for the good. This is our friend Sydney. Everyone say hi, Sydney. This is Cantor Applebaum. Everyone wish her a Gamar Tov.
Gamar Tov.
Gamar Tov, Cantor. This is Rabbi Susie Hennison Moskowitz. Let's wish her a Gamar Tov.
Gamar Tov, Rabbi.
Gamar Tov. We know that it is not nighttime. We are very aware of the fact that this is daytime, parents, but we like to give our littles and you, if you weren't able to get out last night, a little taste of Kol Nidre every year. So Sydney is going to help us out, and we're going to get just a little taste of Kol Nidre and really put us in that Yom Kippur mood.
Kol nidrei v'sarei v'charamei v'konamei v'chinuyei v'chinusei ushavuot
We are a synagogue that claps, so you can clap.
Yay, Zedray.
I'm going to ask that you please rise for an important prayer called Avinu Malkeinu. If you know it from our previous services, I'm going to ask that you join in. It's not the traditional Avinu Malkeinu. Here in the children's service, we have the children's service way that we do Avinu Malkeinu.
No, well.
I know it.
Yeah, we know it.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Baneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Baneinu, Ke'en Banu Masih. Asai Manu, Tzedakah
Sure, if you would get those other two compartments.
Probably gonna shorten it.
Can I see from grown-ups and from kids?
Let's put this under it, just in case.
Nothing spelled.
Okay.
Sure.
Great.
Can I see from a show of hands, from our grown-ups and from our kids, raise your hand high in the air if you made a mistake this year. Take a look around, because the whole room should have their hands high up in the air. There isn't a single person on earth who never, ever, ever makes mistakes. Let's put our hands down. Now let's put our hands high in the air. Not yet, I appreciate the enthusiasm though. High up in the air, if you made a mistake and you worked hard at making it right, maybe you said you were sorry, or maybe you changed that behavior, like maybe if you didn't want to play with your brother or sister, the next time they asked, you did play with them, or maybe if you didn't share, next time you did share. Take a look around. There are still some hands up. Not as many, but there's still some hands up. Most people are. So I hope we have some scientists with us because we wanted to show a science experiment to talk a little bit about making mistakes and trying to make things right when we make mistakes. Making mistakes is totally normal and natural, and everybody makes mistakes. Can you say out loud, can you yell out, what are some mistakes that you or someone you know made this year? You don't have to just call them out. What are some of the things? What else? Totally. Okay, so here's what I heard. So maybe we didn't share our toys. And maybe then we also, what were some of the other things? Oh, we talked back to our parents. I heard that one. Maybe we had to get asked to do things a whole lot over and over and over, and we said no. Maybe we weren't kind to our brothers or our sisters or our cousins. If this is our soul, how's our soul feeling and looking so far? Kind of icky, right? Well, this red stuff is supposed to symbolize the ickiness that happens on your soul when you are not a nice person. And if you don't say you're sorry, or if you don't change your behavior, it's going to stay this icky. This is our magical slicha juice. Does anybody know what the Hebrew word slicha means? Slicha is the Hebrew word for forgiveness, but in modern Hebrew, it's the way that we say we're sorry. So like if I bump into somebody on the subway, I might say, slicha, and then you know that they're not really from New York because they apologize for bumping into you on the subway. But when we ask for forgiveness, if we want to say we're sorry, we say slicha. And just like so many of you who put your hands in the air, that you tried to make something right and that you were brave and that you asked for forgiveness, this is how our soul feels and looks if we just keep thinking about ourselves and we just keep on being selfish and we don't change our behaviors or say that we're sorry. But with my slicha juice, we're going to hopefully make things right and start to teshuvah, start to turn into better people. Let's see what happens. Hold on. Sometimes it takes a minute, because especially if you were really, really mean and really, really hurtful. Let's see what happens. Slicha. Slicha. Pretty cool, right? And what happens if maybe we get tempted to be mean again or selfish again, but we remember that we worked hard at correcting that behavior and we asked for forgiveness? Then no matter how much we do it, before it worked before. Well, then I guess we have to add more slicha juice. Before it didn't turn so brown. See, there it goes. It starts to disappear again. Do you see how it goes away? Not as brown anymore. Maybe a little bit more slicha. So once you change your behavior, no matter what the influences are, you can still keep that nice, clean soul and continue to be a nice, good person. If you're interested in how the science of this works, I'll talk to you afterwards. We have a special treat this holiday season. We have some Temple Beth Torah players that are going to put on a little skit that sort of emphasizes this point. So we just need a minute to mic up our players. Yeah, I'm going to give them mine, and we have a couple more over here. Remember, guys, in front. Yeah, so don't here.
Grab whichever prop is your
Here.
prop and just hold on to it.
Here, do you need help?
We're using both of them because we don't have enough of one kind or the other.
Uh-huh.
Can I use one of those?
Sure. Where's your pocket? Your pocket.
I think I know who that is.
Okay.
Yep, I knew it.
I only have one, so you have to.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Mic check.
check, check.
Works.
Oopsie daisy.
It's okay, children.
The name? Okay. He has a handheld.
Wait,
The name of this. Here. The name of this skit is "What If Everyone Did That."
Guys,
Who else needs one?
Guys,
Rabbi Jonah podium. I need one.
Really? Okay.
Rabbi and Jonah, podium. Come on. Tell us when we're ready. When we're all
Wait,
ready.
we have to. Oh, yeah, I have one.
Yeah, you have the mic.
Wait.
You're gonna like, when you need to talk, you're gonna go like this one.
No. I'm just gonna do regular.
Just talk very loud.
No, this makes me loud.
Hi, everybody. I'd like to take a minute before we start to introduce our thespians this afternoon. We have over here, we have Dylan, and we have Reed, and we have Evan, and we have Christian, and we have Dylan, waving over here. Okay, two Dylans.
And this.
Oh yeah, and Sydney over here as well. Yes?
Sydney. Who
Okay.
gets stuck doing all the stuff nobody else will do.
How are you guys doing today? Good? I don't hear any goods. Are you guys doing good? Well, let's get started, are we?
Yeah.
What if everybody did that? One day, when Jonah went to the zoo, he just felt a little teeny tiny little bit of popcorn to one of the bears. Even though there was a massive sign saying, "Don't feed the popcorn to the bears." But he did that anyways. The zookeeper waved his broom, stared at him meanly. What if everybody did that?
Later that day, Jonah was at Trader Joe's with his dad. He took a bite of an apple and then put it back.
Oh, gross.
His dad was very upset. Jonah, he demanded, what if everybody did that?
Then he just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went a little faster than he expected, and he knocked over an entire splay of apples and honey.
Oh, no.
Then the manager finally stopped him and said, "What if everybody did that?" On the way to visit his Bubby and Zeta, he dropped just one soda can out of the window. The police officer who pulled his family's car over asked, "What if everybody did that?"
At his sister Sarah's bat mitzvah, there was a delicious cake. Do you know what Jonah did? He took just a little lick of the frosting from the cake. Afterwards, the cake said Magel to Jonah Zadie, looked at him over his glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?"
Is this like...
At Sunday school, a new boy named Gabe just joined the third grade, and he went to sit by Jonah. But then Jonah, he said, "Oh, sorry, this seat is taken. You can't sit here." very rude, right? We don't do that, right, kids?
No.
We don't do that. No, that's
One,
not nice.
one of the teachers came over and said, what if everybody did that?
In the swimming pool at Jewish summer camp, Jonah splashed the lifeguard during buddy check, completely ignoring all of the pool's rules. Jonah, the camp director asked, what if everybody did that?
Things kept getting worse for Jonah. His parents looked him to talk to the rabbi.
Jonah, it seemed like you've been making some interesting choices. Lately, you have been upsetting people. Why do you do that?
Jonah sunk down in his chair, sitting in the rabbi's office. Can be kind of scary, but this one wasn't so bad.
Why do you do those things?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I just did it one time.
But Jonah, how many one times did you do?
Well, I fed for bear. I ate for apple. I knocked over for grocery display. I threw for a soda can out the window, and we got a ticket. My parents were not happy, and I licked for frosting, and I wouldn't let the new kids sit with me, and I didn't follow directions during ski at the pool at camp.
Just one time you did each of those things? Do you think it matters how you behave?
But I just did it one time. No one else did anything.
But Jonah, what if everybody did that? Would you want to buy a bag of apples with a bite taken out of it?
No way.
Would you want someone to eat your birthday cake before it was time?
No way.
Would you want to be a new student somewhere and not feel welcomed?
No way.
Jonah, I think you can do better. I challenge you to do better. Come back and see me in 10 days. Tell me how things go.
The next morning, on his way to temple for Sunday school, Jonah picked up some trash from the entrance. Wow, said the custodian.
Everybody did that.
When he got to class, he invited the new kid to come and sit with him. Wow, said his teacher. What if everybody did that?
At Shabbat, he closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He sang the prayers with as much meaning as he could. Wow, said the cantor. What if everybody did that? When people came to temple for Yom Kippur, he stood at the door with his dad and greeted them, as gave out prayer books. Wow, said the Bubby. What if everybody did that?
During services that day, he heard a story about a guy in the Torah named Jonah who tries to teach everybody around him what they have to behave better.
His mom, his dad, his Bubba, his teacher, and his rabbi were all right. If you behave badly, he realized, then it just leads to more bad behavior. If you take a bite of an apple and put it back, that's mean, right?
Right. What if everybody did that?
And what else is mean? What if you fed just a little popcorn to a bear? Does that mean to the bear?
No, he might choke on it. What if everybody did that?
That's bad, right? But if you behave good and do mitzvahs like cleaning up paper from the custodian or help clean up stuff for other people, it's nice and it makes you feel good inside. Really, really good. And we want to feel good, right?
Yeah.
So, if you behave and help others doing mitzvot, it feels good and it feels right. He got excited thinking about it. He got excited. Being kind, helping others, and doing mitzvah is so amazing. Wow, what if everybody did that? What if you did that? What if you did that? What if you did that? You and you and you.
What if you did that? What if you did that? What if you did that? What if you did that?
Is that the end?
Yes, lady.
What if everybody did that?
Everybody did
Yay!
Good night.
Thanks, guys.
No.
And a big thank you to Anissa Walensky for taming the cats, for hurting the children. You can totally keep the apple. Thank you. No. Thank you to all of our players, and thank you again to Anissa for directing. Oh my goodness. As we mentioned at the beginning of our time together, we hope that each person has a Gemar Chatima Tova, is sealed in that big book of life, blessing, and peace. And so we will pray together this special wish for one another with a song version. May you be sealed.
May you be sealed for a good year, for a sweet year, for a healthy year. May you be written in the book of life. Gemar Chatima Tova. May you be sealed for a good year, for a sweet year, for a healthy year. May you be written in the book of life. Gemar Chatima Tova. A holy day, a solemn day, a day to set aside. On Yom HaKippurim, from our sins we will not hide. May you be sealed for a good year, for a sweet year, for a healthy year. May you be written in the book of life. Gemar Chatima Tova. May you be sealed for a good year, for a sweet year, for a healthy year. May you be written in the book of life. Gemar Chatima Tova. Yay! Yay!
Traditionally, we do not get to hear the shofar when Yom Kippur falls on Shabbat. But we know for many of our littles, this is the only time they will get to see or hear a shofar throughout our holiday season, and we want to make sure they get that opportunity. So I believe a member of the TBT players, Evan Walensky, we are going to ask you to come right back up, and you can stand in front of the pulpit. Just Evan, guys. I don't think any of you guys are blowing shofar right now. Sorry. I know, you want to hang out with your friend in the front of the pulpit part. Thanks. Right over here. Yeah.
Hi, little people.
We're just going to do Tekiah Gedola. Not yet, but first we have to know a little bit more about the shofar.
We got to get warmed up.
So for those of you who are with us for Rosh Hashanah, you're going to join in with our song about the shofar, and otherwise this will be a great way to learn a little bit more about the shofar.
We're going to make it a little shorter, but I'm going to make sure that you remember all the silly things we do. So first, let's start off with let's sing the beginning. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, so first I'm going to go through all of them right now except for the very most special one. So we have a short tekiah. So I go first and then you. Tekiah. Tekiah. I love this one. This one's so much fun. Shivarim. Shivarim. This one's kind of cool. Teru. Teru. Do you remember the one that's really long? Okay, but first I have to sing the chorus. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, here we go. This is where you guys are about to cheat because you think you can sing a note longer than I can. And you think that I don't notice that you're taking a breath. So I'm looking really hard at all of you. Nobody's going to get in trouble or anything, but you know, I worked pretty hard to get this note. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? All right.
Not a good way to start Yom Kippur with cheating.
It's Tekiah Gedolah. Tekiah Gedolah. Do you think you can beat me?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
This is happening. Hold on. Tekiah All right. I don't believe it. All right. We have to sing one more time. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Let's sing that again. Happy, happy, happy New Year. One more time. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Now we get to hear the real thing. No pressure or anything,
Evan, take a deep breath. You ready? Take a deep breath. Tekiah Gedolah.
The kid.
He did better than all of you. Woo, Evan.
Great job, buddy.
Ba,
Good
ba, ba,
job.
ba, 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 ba. I like to hear
The shofar blast,
sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. One more time. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Sing it like you mean it. Happy, happy, happy New Year.
Gemar Chatima Tova. A Happy New Year to those of you who are fasting, a meaningful fast.
and we do have a Yizkor service at 4:30 for grown-ups, and a Reflect, Repent, Renew, a meditation service at 5 that will have special prayers for Shiva October, the 7th of October. It's just a meditative, wonderful way. I have a feeling lots of you can't escape for it, but if you can.
come back, and then from 6 to 6:30 is Ne'ilah, and we have our grand shofar blowing all over the sanctuary at the end, right around 6:30, and Havdalah. Sukkot and Simchat Torah are coming up. So tomorrow morning, Brotherhood is doing a sukkah build at 9 or 9:30, and anybody's welcome to come help. Kids are invited with their parents. It's a family activity. And it's posted in the bulletin and stuff what time it is. And then next Sunday, so what's that, the 20th? Sunday's the 20th. We have in the afternoon at 4:30 outside, fingers crossed, we have our Sukkot playing in the playground, Sukkot service, shake the lulav and the etrog, and pizza in the hut. And then the Wednesday, the 23rd, we have Simchat Torah right in here at 6 o'clock at night, and we have all the kids in the middle. We need grown-ups on the outside so we can unroll the Torah scroll around our students, and we're following that up with some more Torah, and we will be having s'mores in the courtyard. So we're so excited. So many great things are happening.
I believe there's a Tat Shabbat coming up too, isn't there?
And they're maybe at the end of the month,
Yeah.
at the beginning of November or something. There's a Tat Shabbat.
So
we're
it's
excited.
Simchat Torah. I start at the end of the Torah, and on one note, I run all the way around, singing at the same time as I'm running, and then I sing the very first verse at the very beginning of the Torah. And since you guys love hearing me try to sing long notes, I think you should all be there,
You should
because
definitely come.
that's going to be a lot of fun, you know?
I agree.
I think it's, I haven't fallen yet, but it could happen, and that would be hilarious.
Oh, hilarious. Should we just say goodbye, or should we sing them out?
Okay.
Sing them out.
So I'm going to sing you out with our Shana Tova. We can do this. I'll make it up. Okay. Here we go, everybody. Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, Shana Tova. One more time. Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, Shana Tova. Shana, Shana, Shana Tova, Shana, Shana, Shana Tova, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, Shana Tova. Bim bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Everybody singing bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, Shana Tova. Last chance. Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, hey, Shana Tova, Shana Tova.
Gamar Tov.
Woo! We have kind of a, I can go get it.